Welcome back to Hot Rods World. I want to say Merry Christmas to you guys. Happy New Year to you guys. All the subscribers that watch my channel. I definitely appreciate you last year and going through my recording issues, or I won't say issues, just lack of recording. I didn't make it out to the track this that much. I think I made it out maybe 4 times. But I'm back. I wanted to talk about a couple of new things I want to do this year, going into the 2023 season. So the first thing I know, probably in the last video you saw, I was looking at plates, and I actually ponied up and paid for a plate. I messed around with the bars on this old Big Shot plate, but I could never get the bends where I wanted. So reached out to Jeff Proc at I think it's Applied Nitrous. So he sent me one of his spray bars. It's good. I think this is good for like 400, but I only sprayed like 175, 200 on the plate. But anyway, the only difference right now, as you can see, this is a 1-inch thick plate, because this was I'm trying to get my focus. I might need some more light, but if you look on the side here, you can see the blue caps. This was made for a crossbar. So I did talk to him about getting a 4150 plate and putting it up here, but he said it's angles. He didn't think he could get the angle. And this is a 2-inch spacer. I may see it. I think they make a 1-inch spacer, so I may switch over to a 1-inch spacer just to get, because I gained a half an inch back on this plate. Like you say, the old one was half an inch. The new one is a 4-inch. So that puts my accommodation way over my luckily I got this luckily I got a 6-inch scoop up here. I was trying to get a lower scoop, but I don't think I'll. But one of the things that you guys saw me do last year, sorry, so close. But I put header wrap on these headers. It didn't work out as I expected. The bag is still getting hot enough where it wants to melt around the inside of this bag. So with that said, I don't know if it's really worth the headache. One of the things that I did realize is that putting that header wrap on all those tubes, one is a pain in the butt, and then I don't know if I said one or two, but the other issue I have is that it spaces out the header. So I got an exhaust leak somewhere on. I'm thinking it's the number 2 and 6 tubes, because from the underneath I could see them, but I could hear it inside the car. So probably what I'm gonna do is let me see if I can. I'm gonna take all of this off, and I'm just gonna run it on the 2 primary tubes that's close to the bag. And that should get me at least heat off the bag enough. I mean, it's still melting the bag, and that's what happened. You pay $400 for a certified bag, and it gets melted by the header tubes. That's one of the things about going out the front. I mean, I know I said I never wanted to go back out the back, but that's the only way I can see to keep from buying bags every year, because it just melts a hole right in the side of these bags. And every year I got to get a new bag, because now I'll put it in here, but it looks like I'm going to try to run Extreme Street next year. It's with the 252 list. They have about 7 races, and I think, and like I say, I'll make other events, but I'm trying to get back in some kind of series that I can have a set schedule. I know I'm going to run on these days, and I can kind of go ahead and reserve that time off. These random. The all steel all glass class is just getting kind of way too fast, and if it's available and it's a nice day, I may go. But as far as being a serious competitor, one, they want small blocks to run head up against 484 632. I think technically they can be 706 and maybe a little bit bigger with the Chevrolet motor, and they got to run stock valve angle. But I mean, unless somebody, I haven't seen serious tech, so it is what it is. Like you say, I'm not willing to spend the extra money to try to make it considerably faster or lighter. I just find a class for me to fit my my financial budget and my schedule. So that's kind of where I'm at. And that a Spring Street car's got to be tag and insured. Got to be got to have pretty much all steel type, all glass type rules. Got to have working headlights and park lights. You got to drive it two in front of the lane, so that'll help eliminate big nitrous motors. There's no like cubic inch rule, but I haven't seen too many unless they're docile 632s that they want to drive back and forth the lane. That does open up for all steel, all glass type turbo cars, but you can't never make everybody happy, and you're not always going to be the fastest. So that's the way I look at it. I set personal goals for myself and try to improve those, but as far as going out and being the best or fastest, I'm just not willing to put that into the car. My next goal, like you say, is try to get an enclosed. I don't want to buy a new truck, so it'll probably be 20 foot with a V-nose is probably what I've been looking online. The Harley Davidson trucks, unfortunately, they come with a better ride quality, so that decreases your payload. So it's like 7,500 compared to like a standard F-150 would be probably 10,000 pounds. I read a lot of articles, and I'm just not willing to. I don't really trust diesel trucks, so I'm not a good mechanic at diesel motors. So if something goes wrong, then I'm gonna have to pay. I mean, I saw where those guys were doing injectors, and they were like $5,000 for new injectors, fuel system, blah blah blah. And then if you buy a truck above 11, you got the DEF, and if you delete it, you got to pay for that. And trucks are like, I saw a used truck. It was 40,000 miles, F350. It was like 50, 60 grand. It's just not that serious for me. But anyway, so that's what I want to do. I want to at least be able to make videos. I can't say once a week, but at least twice a month right now. But if that's my goal, to at least get something, I'll be working on something, like you say, kind of going through the winter changes I like to do. And if you guys have changes y'all gonna do for the winter, it sounds good. I'll try to also include a link to the rules. I think it's on Facebook. Maybe I'll get a screenshot and I'll pop it in between this so you guys can look over. But they got, I mean, if you guys are in the North Carolina, Virginia area, they have a pretty good range of class. They have a heads up 590, they have unlimited stop block, run with your brum, Stream Street, Modern Street, which is cars 96 and above. If you're on Facebook, it's 252 List is the, I guess, the group, and they have the rule sets there. So it ought to be fun. Like you say, I mean, I always try to do the best I can. As long as I can go faster than if I can keep getting the car gradually faster, I'm okay. Like you say, I go out there with hopefully you bring a knife to a gunfight, but you never know, or how they want to say it. Hopefully I have a gun for a gun, but you never know when you go. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you that, make a quick update, kind of give you a schedule of, like you say, at least I know I have like 6 races or 7. I just don't do, I just can't go every weekend, unfortunately. I try to plan it out where maybe once a month I can get out there. But the other weekends is family time or just taking it easy and being around the house helping out type deal. So you guys know how it goes. My younger years, I could go out almost every weekend or every other weekend and be racing, but as you get older, you know how it goes, fellas or ladies, if you're watching, whoever's watching. But anyway, I just wanted to say, I'll give you a quick update on where I'm at. I think the next video after this one, I know you guys probably do it. I try to do a little winter maintenance. One of the things I want to do, that I normally send the carburetor off. I noticed it was kind of loading up, but one of the things I looked at is, I think I got some trash in either the metering block for the idles. But I'll take it apart and I can show you. We'll take it apart. I'll show you at least the maintenance I would do, and if it doesn't work, I'll send it off. But I want to try to get it started a couple weeks. That way I can send it off. It normally takes them about 2 or 3 weeks to get a turnaround. So get it back on the car, see if I can get it idle. That was problem I had, was idling. Everybody know the winters. I don't run water in my car, and during the winter time, I don't put antifreeze in the car. I just drain all the water out and leave all the hose loose. So if it wants to freeze down in there, good or bad, I don't know. I try to, get air and blow it through the top side of the radiator hose, and hopefully it pushes out, a little bit. But if it's a little bit of water in there, hopefully it'll get, if it does want to freeze, it'll get, where it can push it out. That's the main thing, is having water trapped and can't go anywhere. As it starts to freeze, it kind of expands, but if you got places where it can push out, I'm okay with it. It's just it's so easier to drain the water out instead of flushing the system every year. Especially on my car, I'll just leave it out, leave the radiator hooked from the top and bottom, and if it needs to drip, it can drip out. But that's kind of where I'm at. Like I say, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all guys next time.